YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We another video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with my Week 4 NFL predictions. Last week was crazy. I mean, so many things happened, from the Dolphins putting up 70 points on the terrible Denver Broncos, and guess what happened? I picked the Denver Broncos. I just didn't think it was a way that they were going to go to 0-3, but I'm done picking the Broncos because they absolutely stink. So, also, who thought the Cowboys was going to lose to the Cardinals? Who thought the Ravens was going to lose to the Colts? Who thought the Texans was going to blow out the Jacksonville Jaguars? It was so much that went wrong and different in Week 3. However, your boy was 11-5, so surprisingly, I did pretty good this week. But we're aiming for better than that, man. So, without further ado, let's get straight to our picks. So, Thursday night football, we got the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers live from Lambeau Field. This is an old-fashioned NFC North family business, but actually, both teams are pretty relevant. You know what I'm saying? I always thought the Green Bay Packers was going to, fall off because they lost Aaron Rodgers, but although Jordan Love isn't like blossomed yet, he's still a young guy, but he's keeping them afloat. They're coming off a 1-point win over the New Orleans Saints, so the Green Bay Packers aren't trash. However, I'm going to take the Detroit Lions in this game here. I think the Lions are just a better team, and like I said before, they're my favorite to win the NFC North. So, moving over to the Falcons and Jaguars from London. Mo, they need to just move to London, bruh. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Why do I feel like they always play the Falcons in London like every year? I know Jacksonville go there every single year, bro. They might as well just move to London, bro, because they always there, bro. This is like always one of these games. Can we get a London game? Can we get some different London games? But either way, I'm going to take the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. Desmond Ridder is just not that good to me, and he's holding back this Falcons team from actually being good, in my opinion. So I think they need to start Taylor Heineke if they want a real chance to be somewhat successful. So give me the Jacksonville Jaguars. Next game we got the Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills. Miami coming off of a 70-point performance. They beat them by 50, bro. Like, that's horrible. And the Buffalo Bills are coming off of a dominant win versus my Washington Commanders. However, it was 16-0 going into the fourth quarter, so 37-3 is a different score than what the game actually tells you, because that was a two-score game in the early stages of the fourth quarter. However, we lost. We got our doors blown off. So both teams are feeling confident. AFC East family business. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bills, though, man. I think the Bills are hitting their stride. I know Miami is coming off of a really good win, and they're also 3-0, Bills 2-1, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the Bills, man. They're at home, and I think the Bills are finally, they're locked in after that slip up versus the Jets week 1. So go ahead and give me the Bills in a close battle. I'm gonna say 35 to like 38 or something. Next up we got the Broncos at the Bears. I lied earlier. I'm picking the Broncos one more week, bruh. One more week. If y'all lose to the Bears, bruh, y'all are just horrible, okay? Go ahead and give me the Broncos. One of these teams got to win a game. Both of them suck, but one of these teams got to win a game. Give me the Denver Broncos, man. The Broncos, bro. If y'all let me down this time, fool, I'm seriously done picking y'all, because clearly y'all are bad. Next, we got the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Baltimore is coming off of a gut punch loss versus the Indianapolis Colts. And the Browns, they are coming off of a victory in a dominant 27-3 fashion over the Tennessee Titans. So go ahead and give me the Cleveland. Ooh, this is tough. Live on air. Got both teams that are pretty good, But I'm going to go ahead and take the Browns, man. I think they're just healthier, but I wouldn't be surprised if Lamar Jackson come in there and get a victory. Next up, you got the Bengals versus the Titans. Give me the Bengals, man. The Bengals, they got to win over the Rams 19-16. Joe Burrow still not looking healthy, and he may not be healthy all year. However, I don't think they're going to struggle with the Tennessee Titans at all. Next up, you got the LA Rams versus the Colts. Give me, this is a tough one because the Colts are coming off a very good win. I don't know if Anthony Richardson is playing or not. And the Rams, they are not as bad as what a lot of people thought. They coming off of a loss, but they still kept it competitive. So I'm going to take the Colts, though. Give me the Colts. If Anthony Richardson plays, I'm still taking the Colts. I got them. That 2-1 start may not be as fugazi as some people may think, and especially if they can go ahead and find a way to beat the Rams. So give me the Colts. Next up, we got the Bucks and the Saints. This is another tough one because the Bucks are coming off of a game where they didn't put up many points, and the Saints defense don't allow many points. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Saints in this game, but I could very well see Baker having a bounce-back game. But I'm going to take the Saints and be logical here because their defense is really good. And the Bucs offense isn't really known for putting up that many points. Next up, you got the Washington Commanders, or my Washington Commanders, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And I got my Washington Commanders win this game. I did not have us winning the game versus the Bills. I know, granted, I didn't think it was going to be that bad of a performance by Sam Howell and the team, but I did not have my Washington Commanders losing to the Eagles in my preview video for the season, so I can't switch up now. So I have us right where we belong, which is going to be 3-1 after Sunday. I think we match up well versus the Eagles. We found a way to win there in the link last year, so why can't we do it again? Especially with their offense not looking the best. They're still finding ways to win, and that's what's most important at the end of the day. But their offense is still not looking the best. They obviously lost, Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon. So they have two new coordinators, and they're still working out the kinks. So that defense scares me, though, because that defense had a dominant performance. But that offense is still looking, a little shaky. So I'm going to take my Washington Commanders in this week 4 matchup versus the Philadelphia Eagles. We need it badly because we're coming off of a terrible performance versus the Buffalo Bills. So go ahead and give me my Washington Commanders. Next up, you got 2 0-3 teams, the Vikings versus the Panthers, man. Again, like I said, for the Broncos and the Bears, one of these teams got to get a victory. And the Vikings have been so close. They have been so close to getting a victory, man. They're the most unluckiest 0-3 team. And this is my thing with the Vikings. If they do not win this game, then they just suck this year. But they have too much talent on that team for that to be the case. Kirk Cousins, I believe, is leading the league in passing yards, or he's up there. And obviously that defense is also playing much, much better. So they're just unlucky, man. And Kirk Cousins, as good as he is, he always finds a way to fold leads. So that's what I feel like. If they can find a way to turn this around, they have the best chance to turn their season around from 0-3. So go ahead and give me the Minnesota Vikings. I had the Panthers. I had them winning the NFC South. That is looking like a terrible preseason prediction now, and I think they're going to go to 0-4 in the year. Next up, you got the Steelers versus the Texans. This is going to be a real good one. I made a video on C.J. Stroud being him yesterday. Check that out if you haven't already. This is going to be a true test, though. How can he fare against the Steelers defense? If he goes out there, and I don't need him to stroke the Steelers defense for 250, 300, and 4 or 3 touchdowns, because obviously I know it's his 4th game. He's still a young guy, and this is a really, really good defense. But if he goes out there, holds his own, whether his team get the victory or not, whether he holds his own is all I'm worried about. And if he shows that he's the part, then he's the real deal. So you know what? I know I may be biting the bullet with this one, and I may regret it, but give me the Texans. I'm going to go ahead and take them with the upset over the Steelers. They're at home, too, riding high off of that dominant performance versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. So go ahead and give me the Texans. Next up, you got the Raiders at the Chargers. Go ahead and give me the Chargers. They're coming off of a victory, a late victory over the Minnesota Vikings. So go ahead and give me the Raiders. They're going to find a way to climb themselves out of that slow start that they had. And the Raiders, they're just not a good team, man. Devontae Adams needs to get out of there as soon as possible because he's wasting all his good years. He's still one of the best receivers in football. So Devontae Adams need to get out of there. But give me the Chargers. Justin Herbert every week is throwing for like 400 passing yards, and they need to finally cash those in for some victories. And I think they're going to go ahead and start that streak, continue that streak after that victory over the Minnesota Vikings, and now they will be on a 2-game heater after beating the Las Vegas Raiders. Next up, you got the New England Patriots versus the Dallas Cowboys. Now the Cowboys are coming off of an embarrassing loss, I should say, as they lost to the Arizona Cardinals. Now AZ should honestly be 3-0. Okay, they had Washington on the ropes in week 1. They blew a lead, 28-7 lead over the over the New York Giants. And then last week, they totally dominated the Dallas Cowboys. So Arizona should be 3-0. However, the Dallas Cowboys, oh, this is tough. I want to pick the Patriots because it's the Cowboys, and I'll root against the Cowboys any day of the week, and I'll take a loss if they actually do lose. But I'm gonna take the Cowboys. I think they're gonna bounce back, especially being at home and after that performance they did against the Cardinals. I'm gonna take the Patriots. I'm gonna take the Cowboys, but I'll gladly take an L on this roster if that means the Dallas Cowboys lose to the New England Patriots. So go ahead and give me the Dallas Cowboys, though. Next up, you got the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers, the game that I just talked about, or team, rather. The Cardinals should honestly be 3-0 right now. And it would not surprise me if the 49ers actually slipped up here and the Cardinals stole one from them. And if they do that, that's just going to show me that the Cardinals, we need to start taking them a little bit seriously and stop thinking that they're just tanking. Because they, again, like I said, they should be 3-0 right now, honestly. At least 2-1. Obviously Josh Dobbs came in and actually looked really good and fit that scheme very well. And obviously Kaiser White, bruh, he has been a total game changer for that Cardinals defense, man. So I'm going to go ahead and take the San Francisco 49ers, though. But if they find a way to beat the 49ers, that being the Cardinals, bruh, then we need to start taking them serious because they obviously isn't as bad as we thought. Next up, you got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the New York Jets. This was obviously Sunday Night Football because of Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. But clearly, we know Aaron Rodgers is not playing right now, which is very unfortunate because I was looking forward to this matchup. But Kansas City is going to demolish the Jets. They got 2 layups in a row, 41-10 last week versus the Bears, and they are now going to do the same thing pretty much to the Jets. So yeah, that's gonna be my pick right there. And the Kansas City Chiefs got 2 victories that they can finally work them kinks out and look like Kansas City. So that's my prediction there. And the next game you got the Monday Night Football game. So the Giants was on primetime last Thursday. Now they on primetime again. Monday night versus Seattle at home this time. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Seattle Seahawks. I just think the Giants was a fluke, a flash in the pan last year. I think their true colors are finally showing this year. They're just not a good football team, and it's crazy. Again, I say this all the time. They have more talent than they did last year, but now they just are bad. They're just a bad football team. I'm pretty sure Saquon Barkley is going to play this week, and I think he'll make a difference. But I think at the end of the day, the Seahawks are going to find a way to get that victory. So that is my Week 4 predictions, man. Last week I went 11-5. Can we go 12-4, 13-3 this week? Let's see what we can do. But with that being said, it's me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you guys' predictions down below. Y'all have a blessed one. See you later. Peace.